been Chrissy's friend for, I think we decided this morning it's been at least 20 years. So there's that. So yes, Chrissy and I have been great friends for a long time.
And I'm Caroline's son. I've also been Chrissy's friend for a bunch of years, but more through the adult age.
Yes.
We met thankfully through Theresa.
Yeah, connecting link. So we'd just like to apologize in advance because we had to go to our special thinking spot to start to write this speech, and so
you know, like, you don't live very close.
right, we just had to write on the phone. It was a really hard time, so we just still like paper. We get fined. I'm so sorry. Just needed to. That's all we had.
So this is where we write our best thoughts.
Correct.
Okay.
So a little FaceTime. Don't laugh. You've all done it. Don't say.
Don't think you haven't used this paper before.
You've all FaceTimed on the toilet before. Come on.
If you haven't, you're now real best friends. That's it.
So when thinking about what to write with this speech, we found ourselves talking about the many amazing qualities about Chrissy's personality and how those exact traits are going to make her an amazing wife. And we wanted to share that list of things that we came up with you tonight. Thinking about what fire she'll be in a minute. So the first attribute we came up with was forgiving. And I just want to embarrass Chrissy a little bit here today. Like I said, Chrissy and I have been friends for a very long time. We went to church together, which is originally where we met, but apparently I went up to Chrissy one day at children's choir at church and said, I don't know about you, but you're just going to be auditioning for this choir with me, and you're just going to come to this thing with me. And Chrissy and I were in this children's choir together beginning in the 3rd grade. So twice a week we had half-hour-long commutes to, at first Winstead and then to Torrington. So we spent a lot of time in the car together. So Chrissy and I had this amazing experience of growing up together through this choir. And one of the experiences that this choir entailed was summer and winter camps. So the camp would retreat for the weekend, and we'd go to a camp and we'd have a great time. We'd sing a lot of songs and we'd do crazy kid things, and it would be super fun. And one year at winter camp, I decided that it was a really great idea for me to embarrass Christina. And like I said, she's very forgiving, so I'm just going to tell this story, and then she's going to forgive me again for embarrassing her. Chrissy had a crush on a guy named Elliot, and she just could not stop talking about Elliot, and I was really over it. And I had magic markers, and I wrote, I heart Elliot all over her face with the magic markers, because I'm a good friend. While she was sleeping, I should say. And so she woke up from her nap and went to the bathroom to refresh herself and ran into Elliot in the hallway. He was like, hey, Elliot. He was like, oh, you have something on your face. She's like, where did I get it? He's like, you should go to the bathroom. Needless to say, I was running around the camp for a solid half hour after that because she was really trying to get a hold of me to pay back revenge. Anyway, like I said, Chrissy is a very forgiving person, which, as a wife, will be an amazing attribute, as well as in our friendship, so thank you for that. The next one we came up with was confident. Chrissy, in our childhood, and still today, is an it girl. She's incredibly confident and brings light into whatever room she enters. She not only inspired confidence in others, but she just carried it in herself. I remember there was one day I wasn't feeling so good, and Chrissy took me to the mall to get a makeover. And we walked around the mall afterwards, and I was just glowing because I had this new makeover, and she was just like, look at you. You're glowing. You're beautiful. And it was one of those things that not only she carried, but she was able to bring to me and help me through a hard time. So thank you, Chrissy, for that.
So then I met Chrissy, and it comes into late adulthood when you're again feeling a little bit less confident. And Chrissy is that first person who can walk into any situation, whether it be a bar, a cruise, a new family, you know, whatever it is, and she just makes it her own. She walked into a brand new job, and look at her now. You know, she's always going to have confidence in your relationship, and she's always going to make sure that you are confident in her as well. Leading into that, she's also supportive. I think of Chrissy as like the cheerleader. So Theresa moved to New York City, everybody was really sad, but she's like, my best friend and your best friend is gonna be a Tony Award winner. It's gonna be okay. I have called her multiple times telling her I haven't slept for 40 hours, I'm tired, I'm at school, I've worked. She goes, okay, and you're gonna go home, and you're gonna make dinner, and then you're gonna sleep, and you're gonna be a great wife one day, you're gonna do it all. You can do it. So, just letting you know, John, she's always gonna be supportive of everything you do. She's gonna know that, you're working so hard for your family, and she's gonna have your back.
The next attribute we came up with was loving. And being Chrissy's best friends, we directly benefited from the love that Chrissy had to share. But we knew how hard a time she had had finding someone to share a forever kind of love with, and that is until we met John. Which leads us into honesty.
So the first time we ever met John, it was at a Chili's. She wanted us to know him honestly. So she said, yeah, ask him whatever you want. Which led into questions like, what are your intentions with my best friend?
What's your favorite color?
What kind of fruit would you be if you had any fruit to be? He answered every question very honestly and with a sense of humor. Later that day, we were all in the car, and we got the text message that we always knew we were going to get. She had met the person that she was going to marry. She knew that day. It was 3 years ago, last week.
Yep, I got on the time hop. I came up on the time hop.
So 3 years ago today, we knew today was happening.
And the last one that we have here is Carrie. Chrissy has always been a wonderful mother to Casey. And once her and John started to date seriously, her love grew organically to include Riley and her family. And we consider Chrissy our sister, and we know that family isn't always blood. It's the people in your life who want you in theirs and accept you for who you are and would do anything to see you smile. Family is those who love you no matter what.
So guess what, John and Riley? You are very lucky to have Chrissy in your life. She loves you so much, and Casey can attest that she will always protect, love, and honor this family that you guys have created. So now let's raise a glass for a toast. We're missing glasses, one.
Yes. There are plenty of fish in the sea, but we're very glad that these fish caught each other, hook, line, and sinker. Raise your glasses to the new Shagru